Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today in this video we're going to take a look at this latest or the newest power bank from Ambrane. This is the Ambrane NEOS 20,000 mAh power bank, and as you can see on the box hashtag made in India written here. So this is a Indian brand, but still a lot of components are still imported from China because India do not manufacture batteries. So the batteries, some of the electronics is still imported from China, so not 100% made in India product. Now this is the box how it came in. You can see that this is a 20,000 mAh power bank. You can charge this power bank via USB-C or micro USB, and it comes with two output ports, meaning you can charge two devices at the same time. A small device comparatively to the chargers, the power bank that you've seen before. At the back you can see some of the specification written here, and we will test all these specification whether this the company is true to what they are mentioning on the box. So model number NEOS 20,000 mAh capacity, lithium polymer battery. And this is strange because the previous power bank that they launched was 2.4 amp, but in this they have decreased the power to 2.1 amp, 5 volt 2.1 amp. The output of the power bank, dual port, and the charging time is 12 to 14 hours. We will do the test of that as well. Comes with 180 days warranty, but again I've mentioned this before, I don't really care about warranty as much. So without any further delay, let's just take a look at what we get in the box, how the power bank looks, and see whether the specification written on the box are correct or not. So feels a little heavy. Here's your seal. Let me just open it from the top if I can. Yes, I can. Here it is. So you get a small manual for the power bank. Let's keep it aside. A small warranty card, I guess. Now this is for rating them and contacting Ambrane. Let's keep that aside as well. Put them in the box, and let's take a look at the power bank itself. Nice. Okay, so we're still getting the cover that we did not get with the Stylo 20. And other thing that is very important is the charging cable, because in the previous two power banks they did not give any USB-C cable, and again they are cheaping out on the cable by giving us the micro USB-C cable. Now this is something I don't like about this power bank or Ambrane, that they don't give you a USB-C cable, although that would increase that may increase the price of the power bank a little bit, but still, because this is 2020 and almost every other phone in the market comes with a USB-C port, I think they should have given a USB-C cable. So that is something I don't like about this power bank. So decent quality cable. Let me just open it. About 1 feet long. As you can see, this is a flat style cable, and the connectors are better if I compare them to the cable that they have given previously. So let's keep this aside and take a look at the power bank. It comes with a polyester case. You can see, you can close the case by pressing this and then use the power bank. It will help reduce the dust on top of your power bank, and your power bank will not get dirty as quickly as possible. So this is the neon green or midnight green color that they are giving. I'm not sure how well you can see the color here or not, but the power bank is fairly compact. Let me just show you how small this is. So this is just 5 inches long and about ½ inch wide, and the thickness of the power bank is about 1 inch wide. So let's just open it. Let's keep it aside. So feels plastic because this is made of plastic. The build quality seems decent, but the plastic is also decent. Here you can see your USB-A port, output port, and input micro USB port. Now this is what they have changed from the previous power bank. Previously both the charging and discharging ports were on the same side. Now they have changed the one output port, input port on one side, and the other output port, USB port, and the input port, USB-C port, is on the other side. So that's the good thing. Here is a small button which lets you know how much power is left in these. So it is somewhere close to 60 to 70% left. And again the specs mentioned on the power bank: input 5 volt 2.1 amp and the output 2.1 amp. So let me just take out my USB-C meter and measure whether the specifications are correct or not. So here I've got my USB-C meter, USB meter. Let's plug it in and see what is the output that we're getting. Let's plug in this port. It's plugged in, turning on, and we can see we are getting 5 volt, and according to the packaging or the company, we should be able to get 2.1 amp. As you can see on the box, it is written output 2.1 amp. Let's increase the load and see how much we are able to get. So 5 volt, 1 amperes, 4 volt, 2 volt, 2.1 amp, and now we should see the voltage decreasing as I'm increasing the current. As you can see, 2.4 amp, and the voltage has reduced to 4.3. So if I take the current back to 2.1 amp, we should get about 5 volts. So fairly accurate with the specification. Let's just check the other port as well, and I think the other port is also going to be very similar. So this is the other port, and let's see if there is any difference. Again, let me recreate. So the similar we're getting from the other port, about 5 volts and 2.1 amp. So this is fairly accurate. Now this is a little degradation from the previous unit, which was the Stylo 20. In the Stylo 20 you were getting 2.4 amp output. Now it can be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, because if you're getting if the power bank supports higher output, you can charge 2 devices at a faster speed. But with this the 2.1 amp will be divided into 2 devices if you're charging 2 devices at the same time. The other thing is, if you want to run some other thing with your power bank using a boost converter, you need higher ampere output power bank with which you can run your other things using a boost converter. Anyways, the power bank feels really decent, but the plastic is kind of weird. It feels really nice in the hand. I can feel the battery moving inside, so not a good sign, but still the power bank feels sturdy. It's very compact. Now let me just do the test a phone and see whether this comes with the fast charging or not, and let's see if the USB-C port supports output charging or not. Okay, so now let us do the charging test with the phone and see whether this supports fast charging or not. So I've got my Samsung A20s, and this comes with fast charging. So let me plug in a cable. So I've got a USB-C cable. So let me just plug it in. First, let me show you what happens when you connect a fast charger to the phone. So I've connected this cable to the fast charger, and let me connect this to my A20s. So as you can see, it is charging, and let me show you. As you can see, this is saying fast charging. Now let me connect the power bank. Now I know this power bank doesn't come with any kind of fast charging, but still a lot of people keep asking me about it. So let me just put it in the video, and if you watch the video, you will know that this doesn't have any kind of fast charging. So as you can see, I'm not getting any kind of fast charging notification. The only thing that I'm getting is cable charging. So this power bank doesn't come with any kind of fast charging. So now that is out of the way, let us check whether the USB-C port is capable of charging your phone or not. Now in my many previous videos with different power banks, a lot of people keep asking me about, can you use the USB-C port on the Ambrane power bank to charge your phone? The answer is no, because in this particular power bank, this is only an input port, meaning that you can only use this port to charge the power bank, not use this as an output port to charge your device. And just to prove that point to you, I've got a USB-C cable with me here. So this is a USB-C cable. This is from base use, and you can see this is fairly small cable. So both the ends are USB-C. This is power delivery compatible. All kind of fast charging is supported with this cable. So let me just plug it in my USB-C port. It is connected. Let me plug it in the phone. The phone did lit up, but it is not charging. As you can see, let me unlock. Nothing is showing here, and as you can see, it is 98%. What this is showing is that we are charging using the phone, but the phone is not being charged at the moment. I think the cable is acting as a OTG, so it is sending power out of the phone, not charging the phone. So you cannot use this power bank USB-C port to charge your phone. That facility is available in zinc power bank and the Realme power bank. Now let us check how much power this power bank takes to charge. So we will try both USB-C cable as well as the micro USB cable and a USB-C cable. So let us first test the USB-C port. So here on the power bank you can see USB-C charging port. Let me plug in the cable. Let's plug it in the charger. You can see this is my charger. This is capable of 2.4 amperes, and we will also see how much power the power bank takes to charge. So let me just plug it in. So as you can see, our charger is plugged in. Let me connect the power bank using the cable. So the power bank is taking 5 volt and 1.2 to 1.3 amperes. So this is how much power it is taking, and at the moment the power bank is not completely drained. It is somewhere close to 60 to 70% charge. So let me just drain the power bank and see how much power it takes when it is completely drained. Okay, so I've drained the power bank completely, and as you can see, if I press the button, the last LED is blinking. That means the power bank is completely drained. And if you look at the box on the back, you can see that it says the charging time of this power bank is 12 to 14 hours. So let us test this and use our charger to charge this power bank. I will be using the same cable that came with the charger. So let me just plug it in. This is a micro USB cable that they gave you. Instead of this, I would have preferred a USB-C cable because all the phone in 2020 that you're getting are having USB-C. So let me just see how much power it takes from the charger. So this is my 2.4 amp charger. Let me plug in my USB meter. The USB meter plugged in. Let's plug in the power bank charging cable and see how much power it takes. So you can see it is taking somewhere close to 4.9 volt and 1.1 amp, and at the bottom you can see the watt it is taking. So it is taking 5 point something watt. Let me focus the, so you can see 5 point something watt it is taking, which is very low considering this is a very high capacity power bank, and if the power bank keeps taking this much amount of power, that means it will take much longer to charge. However, let us see how long it actually takes. So let me just remove the USB-C meter and plug in my charger and see how long it takes. As you can see on the power bank, it is blinking. That means it is charging. Let us wait how long it takes, and let me start a timer. So let's start the timer. Timer is running. Let's see how much time this power bank takes to charge. Okay, so as you can see that all the 4 LEDs are now stable. That means our Ambrane power bank is 100% charge. Now in my testing it took about 12 hours to charge, but in the timer you probably see that this took about 12 hours 30 minutes to charge, and that because when it was completely charged at 12 hours there was a power cut. And even if the power bank is 100% charged, if you plug it out and plug it back in again, it will again start charging. So the last LED takes a very long time to get stable. Even if when the power bank is completely charged, if you take this out, plug it back in again, it will again start charging. That doesn't mean that it is charging the power bank, but it's just that the last LED takes very long time to get stable. So a reasonable charging time would be somewhere close to 12 hours. I would say that would be the reasonable time. As you can see that this is 100% charge. If I again take this out and plug this back in again, you will see that the last LED will again start blinking. As you can see, it is blinking. So even if the power bank is 100% charged, if you take it out and plug it back in, it will again start charging. So the real time charging time of this power bank was somewhere close to 12 hours, not 12 hours 30 minutes that you see in the timer. Okay, now that our power bank is completely charged, let's do the capacity test, or how much capacity we can get out of this 20,000 mAh power bank. Usually the battery that comes in the lithium polymer battery is 3.7 volt, and the capacity is also rated at 3.7 volt. So 20,000 mAh is rated for 3.7 volt, not 5 volt. But when we charge our phone, we take 5 volt from the power bank, and which reduces the capacity, so we'll get somewhere close to 14,000, somewhat like that. So we'll do that test as well. So what I'm going to do now is connect my Redmi Note 7 from 0%, and we'll see how much time it takes to charge my Redmi Note 7 to 100%. Okay, so now let's do the charging speed test of the Ambrane NEOS. So let me just plug in a cable, and this is my Redmi Note 7. Let's plug in the power bank. So as you can see, all the lights are glowing. Phone is at 1%. Let me start a timer. So the timer is started. Let's come back after 30 minutes. So about 32 minutes, let's see, the phone is at 35%. After about 1 hour, 62%. After 1 hour 30 minutes, phone is at 82%. So after 2 hours, let's check. You can see the phone is at 96%. So 2 hours and 18 minutes and our phone is completely charged. As you can see, it is fully charged, 100%. So this is the Redmi Note 7 and it has a battery of 4000 mAh. And when I charge this phone with the charger that I got in the box, which was not a fast charger, it takes almost the same time, about 1 hour 10-15 minutes. So this took, the power bank took, Ambrane NEOS also took about 2 hours and 18 minutes. So let us write that down. Full in hours and 18 minutes. So as you can see, the charging speed of this power bank is decent, but sometimes I have noticed that this is not the first time I'm doing this test. I've done this test before, and I think sometimes it took much longer than this. At times it was taking 2 hours and 30 minutes. So depending upon how much your phone is charged, whether it is completely drained or not, you may see a difference of about 5 or 10 minutes. But you can take an average reading of about 2 hours or 18-20 minutes for a battery of about 4000 mAh. So this is the charging test. Now what I'm going to do now is basically I'm going to drain this power bank completely, and that will tell us the total capacity of this power bank using the Redmi Note 7. And I've already done the test with the Redmi Note 8 Pro, and I've tested the capacity, but just to make sure and give you a more accurate reading, I'm gonna do this test with the Redmi Note 7 as well. So let me just drain the power bank back to 0 and I'll share my results with you guys. Okay, so I've done the charging test of this power bank and figure out the capacity of this power bank. As you can see, I've written down my we did the charging test and it took about 2 hours and 18 minutes. Now let's come back to the capacity that we've just tested. With the Note 7, I got about 16,000 mAh capacity. So let's write that down, mAh. So it was able to charge my Redmi Note 7 4 times completely full, and on the 5th time it gave me about 20% more. With the Redmi Note 8 Pro, it charged my Redmi Note 8 Pro 3 times full, and on the 4th time it was able to charge it further to 50%. And the Redmi Note 8 Pro has a battery of about 4500 mAh. Redmi Note 7 has a battery of about 4000 mAh. So you can expect a decent or an average capacity of about 15,700. Definitely more than 15,500 mAh from this power bank. And so far in my testing, I haven't seen a power bank that gave me this much capacity for a 20,000 mAh power bank. So this is the only power bank so far, as I can remember, the power bank that I've tested. This gave me maximum capacity for the price. This was my capacity. You can also see on the screen that also the charging time of the Redmi Note 8 Pro is also written there, and the capacity is also you can see on the screen. So there we go. This was my video on the Ambrane NEOS 20,000 mAh power bank. You get a carrying case with this power bank, a micro USB cable, a USB cable I would have preferred, but again for 1100 rupees I think that's decent. So in my testing, we figure out that this power bank charging speed is very slow compared to other power banks that is available in the market. Or if you compare it to the Ambrane previous power bank, the Stylo 20, the charging speed is a little slower when compared to that. The capacity is really great. It gave me about 15,500 mAh, and with the Redmi Note 7 it gave me more than that. For 1300 rupees I will not recommend this power bank. Yes, because of the pandemic the price has increased a little bit, but if you get this during a sale for 1100 rupees, then I can recommend this power bank. But there are better power banks available which comes with fast charging as well. Doesn't come with any kind of fast charging. The voltage is still a little lower than 5 volt as we saw in the test, so the charging speed of this power bank is very slow. And it comes with all these things. So for 1100 rupees I can recommend this power bank, but for 1300 rupees I don't think that this is a power bank to spend your money on. So with that said, let me conclude this video. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.